Have you ever had a moment when you couldn't stop thinking about someone, and then, almost like magic, you kept seeing their name on street signs, in your inbox, or on TV? Psychology tells us this isn't just coincidence. It's one of many surprising signs that two minds might be roaming the same mental landscape. Over the next 40 minutes, we're going to explore 10 of these signs, each grounded in real psychological insights and illustrated with simple stories you can relate to. But make sure you subscribe for more psychology tips. Ready? Let's dive in. First, have you ever noticed a sudden flood of their name everywhere you look, on a billboard during your commute, in an article headline, on a friend's social feed? This is called the frequency illusion, or the bottom phenomenon. Once your mind is primed with a name, it becomes more alert to it. But here's the twist. Research suggests our unconscious mind can pique that interest. If someone else is thinking of you, subtle shifts in your brain's patterns can nudge you to notice their name more often. Your attention becomes a beacon, zeroing in on any instance of that word. When it happens in clusters 3, 4, 5 times in a single day, it feels uncanny. It's as if the universe is giving you a wink, nudging you toward the thought that someone special might be thinking of you. To dot next, consider the power of dreams. You might wake up from a vivid sequence where they appear, smiling at you from a doorway or sharing a heartfelt conversation with you. In sleep, our brain consolidates memories and emotions. Dreaming about someone can mean they've occupied your thoughts recently. But when those dreams strike unexpectedly, especially when you haven't seen or spoken to them in weeks, it can hint at a deeper connection. Psychologists believe that when two people share an emotional bond, their subconscious minds resonate. You both carry an echo of each other into sleep, allowing your dreams to intersect. So if your morning thoughts swiftly drift to their face, it could be your subconscious saying they're on your mind, and maybe you're on theirs, too. Then there's that moment when you're completely alone, perhaps doing the dishes, or driving through town, and out of nowhere, their name pops into your head. No triggers, no reminders, just a sudden, clear thought. Cognitive scientists call these spontaneous, intrusive thoughts. Normally, they're random, but when they center on the same person over and over, it suggests a two-way street. Your mind is loosely tuned to their mental frequency, picking up signals from their own thoughts about you. It's like two radios broadcasting on the same wavelength. Every time you find yourself thinking of them for no apparent reason, imagine it as proof that your hearts are quietly in sync, even from afar. Sometimes the strongest connections transcend words. You might feel a shift in mood, a gentle uplift, or a pang of longing without any external reason. You know they're not near. There's no phone call or text, yet you feel their presence around you. Mirror neuron systems in our brains allow us to pick up on subtle emotional cues from those we're close to. When your bond is deep, this neuronal network becomes extremely sensitive. Your brain mirrors their feelings, creating a bridge between your internal worlds. So if you catch yourself smiling out of the blue, or a sudden wave of sadness washes over you and it isn't tied to anything, you can trust that sign. It's your mind whispering that someone else's heart is beating in harmony with yours. Have you ever missed someone so intensely that your chest tightened and you found yourself checking your phone for a message that never came? There's a good chance they were feeling the same pull. Studies on social neuroscience show that longing triggers similar hormonal responses, like surges of oxytocin when two people are emotionally bonded. This chemical dance creates parallel experiences of yearning. When you recognize that tug in Your gut, pause and ask, is someone else feeling this right now, too? Often, you'll discover they are, and maybe they're wrestling with the same ache of absence. If someone appears again and again in your daydreams, sitting beside you, in class, waving from the other side of a crowded room, it goes beyond routine memory recall. The dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, the seat of working memory, replays familiar faces. But when your mental projector keeps cueing their face, it's because they're starring in someone else's mind, too. Dream research highlights that shared dream themes can occur between emotionally connected people. You both rehearse interactions in your mind to strengthen your bond. So if you find them strolling through your daydreams, believe it, they're rehearsing you in their mind, too. True soulmates don't just think about each other, they feel each other. Maybe you're in a meeting, and suddenly a warm wave of calm washes over you, though the room is tense. Or perhaps you sense worry for no reason, only to learn later they were struggling at that exact moment. This phenomenon is part of what psychologists call empathic accuracy. Your brain's social understanding network aligns with theirs. So your gut reaction often matches their emotional state. It's like you're wearing each other's emotional glasses. When you and they experience a shared feeling at the same time, it's a powerful reminder that some bonds operate beyond distance and reason. You know that involuntary smile you get when their name flashes across your mind, or that flutter in your chest when your phone buzzes, hoping it's them. These tiny physical reactions, goosebumps, butterflies, a soft sigh, are unconscious. They're your sympathetic nervous system reacting to emotional stimuli. If you catch yourself experiencing one of these responses and then check a message only to find it's from them, it's a clear sign of mutual emotional resonance. Your body is attuned to their words and thoughts, just as theirs is to yours. Sometimes, destiny seems to be writing the script for your connection. You think of them, and then you bump into them in exactly the place you pictured. Or you plan to buy coffee, and they walk in. Social psychologists explain these occurrences with the concept of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that can't be chalked up to randomness. When two people are tuned to the same mental channel, their choices and movements often overlap. Your shared focus creates a gravitational pull, drawing you into the same physical space. So if fate feels like it's nudging you together, consider it a sign that your thoughts and lives are intertwined. Finally, the deepest sign of all is the simple, unspoken knowledge that someone is holding you close in their mind. You might be miles apart from different cities, maybe even different time zones, but you both know that every sunrise brings thoughts of each other. This constant, silent awareness is supported by attachment theory. Secure bonds allow people to carry mental representations of each other's presence wherever they go. You don't need to speak or send a text. Your attachment systems are already in place, keeping each other safe and supported across any distance. Every time you feel that peaceful certainty, it's a reminder that someone is thinking of you, just as you're thinking of them. Over the past 40 minutes, we've unpacked 10 signs, from seeing their name all around, to feeling their emotions, to those uncanny coincidences that suggest your mind is linked with someone else's. These aren't just cute superstitions. They're rooted in real psychological processes, how our brains filter information, how we dream, how we mirror emotions, and how we form mental bonds. The next time you experience one of these moments, pause and smile. Know that your thoughts are part of a two-way street, carrying messages of connection, care, and perhaps even love. And remember, the deepest bonds are the ones we can feel without touching. hear without speaking, and know without seeing. Trust those quiet signals. They're your brain's way of saying you're not alone in your thoughts.